Hello friends, Heidi here from Rain Country. God is good all the time. And today I want to talk about one of my very favorite places to buy food for food storage. And this is in particular freeze-dried and or dehydrated produce, fruits, vegetables, and all that kind of stuff. I did just have this order come in. It's not the first order I've done from Mother Earth Products, but it's the first one where I've tried ordering bigger bags of their products rather than just the Mylar bags. Now, one of the reasons I really like Mother Earth Products is that you do not have to dedicate yourself to buying a large can like you do with other certain companies, you know, like Thrive and Honeyville, though they're all great. I've tried them both and I've been very happy with them. You don't have to dedicate yourself into spending the money into one big can just to find out maybe you don't like it. You can actually buy samplers of each of their products. They're just little tiny Mylar bags, and that way you can try it out and see if you like it before investing in a bigger bag. Now these ones here are the quart size. You can also get them in the plastic containers like I did at first when I was just buying them from Amazon, but then decided to go directly to the company and found I could get a better price through the company, especially if I buy the Mylar bags. You save $1 a bag by going with the Mylar bags, and they take up less room, and I like the Mylar bags better. But if you like those plastic containers because you like to use them for storing nuts and bolts and screws like Mr. Rain does, that's always an option too. But the Mylar bags are also reusable for other things. You can simply take the label off, or scratch it out or put a label over it. It does have Ziploc. You just rip off the top. You can, put other products in here if you want. Now, since I already have quite a few freeze-dried raspberries that I got from Honeyville, the Honeyville ones, since they are in the number 10 cans, I like to keep those. Those are the ones that are long-term storage. I don't plan on opening any of them until I absolutely have to. And so I like having these smaller bags of the raspberries, and same thing with the pineapple, for using immediately for making different things like the raspberry chocolate cream. And I'll go ahead and link to that video right up here. That is my own recipe. I know some people have been starting to make their own and really enjoying it and using it to give out to friends, and they're enjoying it too. So check out that recipe. I think you'll like it as well. So over here are some of the bigger bags I decided to get. Now I believe this is the Cherries. Really like these cherries, especially for making like a cherry kefir, water kefir, or a natural soda. And this is just a 1 pound, and you can see how much you get in there. Another thing is, because we don't grow like a sweet corn, so far we haven't found a sweet corn that grows really well here. I did invest in organic sweet corn. I love freeze-dried corn. It's along with all this other stuff, because these are all great items to throw into soups. Now we do on our little piece of property grow quite a few things, but even the things that we grow well, I still like to buy, such as garlic for instance. I like to save the garlic that we grow to use fresh, but then I like to also supplement that with the dehydrated garlic I get from Mother Earth Products. So this is the biggest bag I've bought from them yet. This is a 5 pound bag, and it's all the sliced garlic. I love this stuff. It goes in quite a bit of the things I make, as well as a granulated garlic, which they sell that too. Another thing I use a lot of, and we can grow onions okay here, but again, just like with the garlic, I like to have a lot of dehydrated onions on hand and save the onions I grow for using fresh. And this is my favorite of any brand I've tried of a dehydrated onion. And so I invested in the 5 pound bag because it's going to save a lot more money buying it like that rather than buying in the smaller bags or containers. And then the last thing, actually not the last thing, there is something I forgot to order and I'm really irritated with myself, but I'll get to that in a minute. But one of the other things are their dehydrated carrots. Again, my favorite dehydrated carrots of all the ones I've tried are the Mother Earth Products ones, and I use these a lot. Even the dogs like to snack on these straight out of the bag, as do I. They are so good, and again, All these products here are my favorite things to use when I'm making a pot of soup. I've got some leftover turkey broth, chicken broth, whatever it is, and I'll throw all these in there along with my own homemade mixed greens blend from all the different greens I grow in my garden, and it makes a really wonderful soup. Now, the other thing that I forgot to order, and I was so irritated, but definitely I'm going to get on my next order, are their freeze-dried mushrooms. Now, I did talk about that in another video that I'll go ahead and link right up here. I love their freeze-dried mushrooms. They are so good. They work really great in gravies, in soups, in casseroles, and I definitely plan on ordering a big bag of those on my next order so I can have those on hand. Now, I do have an affiliate link to Mother Earth products. Now, when it comes to affiliate links, I typically only going to get involved with companies or products that I use and I truly like and recommend. So I'm not just doing this because I'm trying to make money. I'm doing this because this is a product I believe in and I think you'll like it too. And so if you go through that link, I'll put down in the description box below, it'll be the first link you see under the Etsy store link, and that particular link will take you directly, not just through my affiliate account, but you can also get 10% off your order by going through that link. So really it's a win-win. We get a little bit of commission from your order and you also get to save 10%. Plus, Mother Earth products, when you order a certain amount, I can't remember what it is, you can also get free shipping. And typically when you're doing orders like this, you're going to be ordering enough anyway that you're going to get the free shipping. So it's really quite worth it. Plus, you can build up points through your Mother Earth products account and to apply towards future orders to get even more money off. So it's really a great place. I am just absolutely thrilled with it. Honeyville was my go-to place until I found Mother Earth products, and now this is my go-to place. I like their products better overall in general, and the options of sizes. You can get even bigger bags than what I'm showing right here. 5 pounds is pretty much the biggest I'm going to want to go. But anyway, now, if you want to purchase the bigger bags like this, but you don't want to leave it in the plastic, then here comes the next thing you can do. And let me start with the cherries, since this is the smaller amount. You know, because a lot of us are trying to avoid plastics as much as possible, then your option then is to immediately get it out of your plastic bag. And if you want to have it to still have a very long shelf life and not go stale on you, then you can vacuum seal it into your quart or half-gallon or even full-gallon size jars. I'm just going to show you with a quart jar what I do. I do have many videos demonstrating this, and I even have a video dedicated just on how to vacuum seal into jars and 2 different methods. This is the method I most commonly use. So what I want to do is just get this jar filled up. And don't get it too full. Like that right there is going to be too full, because you don't want it too close to the lid or you're not going to get as good of a seal. Now here's the great thing about vacuum sealing into your jars is you can reuse lids again and again and again, your metal lids, and they actually, if you've already used them for canning, they actually seal better when you're doing your vacuum sealing. So you simply place your lid on there, and then you take your food saver top that fits, you know, this is the wide mouth, there's also the regular mouth. I'll link to the set below where you can get both the wide mouth and the regular mouth vacuum seal food saver top. And to do it without any need for electricity, using the brake bleeder. And you can, I'll link to this below too, the brake bleeder. It's a dual option. You can use it as a brake bleeder too. And anyway, you just take you hook up your hose, you put one of the tips in, and because this isn't made to go with the food saver lid, you actually have to hold it in place. It doesn't snap. You just hold it in though. And then you're going to pump this up until the gauge is due north. It's or at least straight up and down, pointed to about 15 psi, and I usually like to go a little bit beyond that just to ensure that I've got a really good seal. But 15 psi is usually what's going to have it seal. Okay, and then you pull the top off, and there you go. It's sealed. Okay, and that should last Every once in a while you might lose a seal, but I have found with the brake bleeder, I've had better success with the lids, with the seal on the lids holding with that than I have using my food saver. And now, if you're like me and you reuse your lids again and again and again, it gets harder to clean the permanent marker off. So, because, you know, the more you scrub it, the more little scratches it gets, and then the ink wants to stay in there. So I just like to keep a bottle of rubbing alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, spray it on there, rub it in a little bit, and then wipe it off with a dry cloth, just like that. You can also use a dry erase marker and just go right over the top of it, and then wipe it off. That works really well as well. And then I also, with these kind of things, just in case it does lose its seal, I like to put the band on real tight, you know, hand tight, and even if it does lose its seal, it should stay pretty fresh. Any of the seals that I've lost on anything like this, which is rare, but it does sometimes still happen, the items inside have still stayed really fresh, especially when you're talking freeze dried, because there's no moisture left in them. And then what we'll do is I'll just write on there the sour cherries and the date that I sealed it up, and there we go. And I can do, you know, fill 1 or 2 more jars with what's left in here, and then put it on in my pantry. And that actually saves you money doing it that way than constantly buying the number 10 cans that you probably end up just having to throw away or use for something else, because you can reuse your jars, whatever size you decide to seal it in, over and over again. The difference is you're the one doing the work, sealing the stuff up, and so thus you're saving money by buying in bulk like this. That's once you know, obviously that's once you've tried the product and you know that's something that you like. And if you know it's something you like a lot and you're going to use again and again, I recommend buying the higher quantity, going with the bulk, you know, the 1 to 5 pounds or more. I think you can get up to 25 pounds in some of these items. So if it's something you use a lot, and it's like these onions back here, I use a lot, but this 5-pound bag will last us probably several years. So I'm definitely going to want to take all these things, the carrots, the corn, the garlic, and so on, and vacuum seal them into several jars. And that way I only have to open 1 jar at a time and go, and once I use that up, then I go get another jar, and I don't have so much open at a time. In fact, you can see right here, this is some of the carrots I'm working through from my previous order of Mother Earth products. And this applies too to any number 10 cans that you have. Let's say you open up the number 10 can, but you know you're not going to go through that whole number 10 can that quickly. Just take it and jar them into separate jars, whether they be pint jars or quart jars, and like I have here. And then when you work through that, then you can just open another jar, and the rest of it's still going to stay fresh. In fact, these, even like this, can you hear that? They're still very crisp and very good. And like I said, the dogs even like to eat these. And that's, you know, that's good for them, you know, the carrots. So, and by the way, we did actually get a fairly decent crop of carrots this last year. So I might grow some more. But because carrots don't do super great for us, again, that's another reason why I like to have the dehydrated ones. And even when the carrots do great, that's another one of the things I prefer to eat fresh and not dehydrate them. And then save these for the ones, you know, for long-term storage. Okay, well, again, don't forget to check out the link to Mother Earth products down below and save yourself 10% by going through that link. And I hope you enjoy these products. If you give them a try, I hope you enjoy them as much as I do, because I'm very happy with them. Again, I do not promote a product unless I truly use it and believe in it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned something new. Thanks for watching. Take care and God bless.